Mr. Bunyanit, thank you very much for speaking with me today. You've very kindly joined us to discuss EGAT's future strategy, and of course, we will address this. However, I want to get the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic touched on and out the way. It's such a big topic. It's had such a huge impact globally. It's impossible for us not to acknowledge it. I'd like to ask you, how has the COVID-19 health crisis impacted the power sector in Thailand and EGAT specifically? Has it changed the way in which you're operating or are approaching the future?
Yeah, I think it is the same for every country, right? For Thailand, we have the income of the tourism. So if the people cannot come to Thailand, yes, we have the problem. So our statistics show that in June 2020, which are after the peak period of COVID-19, we can see that the electricity consumption reduced something like 7% or 8%. So we hope that this will be better in the next year or maybe in the next 2 years. This is depends on the vaccine and maybe the other means. I don't know. Okay, so for us EGAT, we adapt to this slowdown period by reviewing and adjusting the operating plan accordingly, as well as the preparing for the new version of the power development plan. So it's like if the demand will be lower, right? So we have to change the supply that maybe can delay the supply out, something like that. Okay, but I will answer your question is that our mission has always remained the same. So we bring together the innovation and our smart integrated solution onto energy security within a single strategic approach. This is not only in Thailand, but for maybe across the ASEAN. So we build expertise, innovative power solutions in sustainability and grow regional cooperation and partnership over the cross-border grid interconnection. This is to support the efficient use of energy as a whole. So I would say that we put energy security at the heart of our strategic plan and make clear commitments to delivering the sustainable future of ASEAN.
Sure. Okay. Beyond COVID-19 then, can you share with us how EGAT views the current climate of transition for the regional power sector?
Yeah. Yes, we can see that today we are in the time of great growth and transition globally, not only for region, but global, right? So in this time, I think that it is characterized by a lot of uncertainties and a vast majority of climate change and a widening gap between have and the have-nots. It is also the time that can be defined by innovative advancements of novel technologies. For example, I would say that we have something like 5 items. The first one is the power system security. So in Thailand, we rely on much to natural gas and clean coal. And we also have to make our power plants more flexible. The second thing is the transmission system development. We will do the things like energy trading that I will discuss more later. And another thing is the energy storage. The third thing is that smart grid. We will do the Renewable Energy Control Center, and also the National Trading Platform. The fourth item is renewable energy. So we already have the biomass, biogas, solar, and we will do the community power plants also. The last is the EV and the energy storage. So those items are the new things that we have to do. Okay.
Okay.
With the help of such innovative technologies, we can see that a growing interconnectivity between countries around the globe. It is easier than before that we can be connected to access information or to share the power via regional energy trading market. Therefore, I would say that energy transition towards energy security is the key to success for our Asian sustainable future. I believe that it is a timely topic and important challenge hard in running our businesses. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Timely indeed. Can you expand a little, perhaps, on what is EGAT's vision for your what you just mentioned, the energy transition towards energy security?
Okay. Our responsibility is to ensure the power system security of the nation, Thailand, of course. This is divided to two parts: generation and transmission. For the generation system, we ensure power adequacy and allocate any risks of power shortage by long-term planning with diversified generation. Our electric power comes from different energy resources such as hydro, coal, natural gas, and so on. But for in the transmission system, we can also trade and convey more power from neighboring countries through our grid interconnection. As you can see nowadays, renewables has become a key factor to play in guiding policy direction. This also happens in Thailand. If you look at the current power development plan or PDP 2018, it focuses on three major points. The first point is generation diversification. So by 2037, 20 years, right? Is plan 20 years plan. We will increase RE proportion to 30%. We use cleaner alternatives. That is to use more RE and clean technologies in electricity production. The second is the grid modernization. We have to make our power grid more stable to accommodate with the future RE by making power plants and grid flexi. The last one is the grid connectivity. We try to strengthen our power grid to be the super grid, transferring or trading electricity power throughout the region. Yes.
Okay. Novel technologies are certainly going to continue having an effect, or a significant effect, on the power sector. Where is EGAT focusing its efforts, in particular in terms of a national commitment to the Sustainable Development Goals?
There are like 17 goals, right? So for EGAT, we would like to address on the SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. Yeah. It involves it involved with the RE and energy efficiency or EE, the infrastructure investment and electricity availability and reliability. The PDP 2018 of Thailand, we focus on like 3 issues. The first one is security. So we enhancing the security of electricity generation, transmission, and distribution system in each area to meet the demand and to support economic and social development. The second issue is the economy. By maintaining appropriate cost in electricity generation and promoting low cost electricity generation to relieve the burden of the electricity users and not to pose obstacle to the economic and social development of the country in the long run. The third is ecology, reducing environmental impact by promoting electricity generation from renewable energy and increasing the efficiency of the power system in both supply side and demand side. So our key efforts by this SDG 7 are, the first one is ensuring reliable and affordable electricity. We will invest all electricity infrastructure to establish accessible power services. The second is that we commit to use more clean energy in power generation, which you already see in our PDP. With respect to those efforts, we have attempted to discover the best practice and solutions in coping with RE deployment and system integration to fit for the conventional way of running the energy business. So we developed several projects. I will show some example. The things like the pilot project of grid scale battery energy storage system, or BESS. So the project highlights the use of the grid scale BESS with the capacity of 16 megawatt hour and 21 megawatt hour. The second project is the hydro floating solar hybrid system. We will do the floating solar with our reservoir. We have a lot of dams here. So we have like 16 projects, the capacity of 2,725 megawatt in 9 dams. So this will give the flexibility of the power input from the hybrid system. We use water and also we use the solar together.
Sure.
We also have the Renewable Energy Control Center. This is to manage and forecast that RE will come or not, things like that. And we will have the Demand Response Control Center. This is to collect the maybe small supply in any place in Thailand. And we will do it like maybe the virtual power plant, okay? So with the core aspect of the SDG 7, universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern. I think that we already addressed some in the previous question. So in terms of affordable and reliable of energy services, I believe that over 50 years, EGAT has shown our performance in running the nation's power industry successfully. So we always ensure power system security with a considerable electricity price, not cheap, but appropriate price. So within the PDP 2018, the government has launched the scheme that we call Energy for All. It is the policy of the previous Minister of Energy. So he tried to open the interest party to have the share or maybe co-invest on community-owned power projects from renewable source. So this is things like the pilot projects for EGAT. So we have to do more, and maybe it's not easy work. Okay.
That's very interesting. The community power projects is something that I'm sure our audience are going to be very interested in learning a little bit more about. Our next episode touches on gas and LNG, and this is a new area of focus for EGAT. Without going into too much detail before the next discussion, perhaps you can just provide a little bit of an overview of why EGAT is moving in this direction and what the aim is.
So I would say that Thailand used natural gas as the main fuel for power generation. So according to the PDP 2018, natural gas is accounting for 53% of the total fuel mix. It is a clean fuel that have been used to generate electricity for the period to come. In terms of electricity generation, the cost is dominated by fuel. Due to EGAT's entry into the LNG business, it has given an access to lower cost fuel that will helping to decrease electricity cost. In addition, it is also a preparation plan for the declining domestic natural gas production. Moreover, EGAT's new role in the LNG business is also a response to government's policies that support the natural gas market liberalization in Thailand to enhance the competitiveness in natural gas business and promote economic growth of Thailand. Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to touch on something that I've in speaking to your colleagues over the last few weeks has come up quite a lot, and that's the notion of expanding partnerships and cooperation. Where do you foresee the greatest need for partnerships and cooperation, and what is the role of the private sector in supporting EGAT in its transformation strategy? Are there any specific areas in which you would invite international expertise, for example?
Okay. EGAT, we focus on the expanding cooperation with technology partners to deal with the upcoming changes, including creating opportunities of new business development from innovation by applying various technologies, which are AI, IoT, blockchain, peer-to-peer trading, and behind-the-meter solution. And the last one is the battery energy storage system. So the related private sector organization and institution will also play their roles to support cooperation in various fields as follows, like innovative knowledge providing, support the experts, technology specialists, innovative development, providing innovative products and services, human resource development, and the distribution channel development. All of the above acquisition is to make our electricity users attain ultimate implementing world-class innovation and technology, including with our effective electric power system management. Altogether will result in better people's quality of life.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Bunyanit, that brings me to the end of my questions. I want to just thank you very, very much for taking the time to speak with me today.
I can hear you. I cannot hear you.
Oh, we seem to have had a glitch right at the end there. Mr. Vivian, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. Thank you for taking the time out of what is, I'm sure, a very busy calendar to speak with us and obviously our audience. And we're very much looking forward to the next few episodes of working with your colleagues and sharing some more insights into what you've touched on today. So, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you.